Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to the RLT Pivot podcast. My name is Tracy, and before we get started, just a reminder, if you find value in what we do, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. In today's episode, Dan is live in Miami, and we have special guest Robert Falco, and we're going to be talking about retreats and trading communities. The chat is live, so throw your questions in there, and let's get started. Dan, Robert, welcome. How's it going?
What? Good. What is up? What is happening? Yeah, that's right. We're doing that real life trading retreat from Miami. I don't know if I'm cutting out at all. Internet might be a little rough at points, so just bear with me. Otherwise, we got Falco in the house tonight. What is up, Falco?
How's it going, Dan? Tracy, thanks for having me. And
thank
yeah,
you.
Dan, it looks gorgeous out there. Look at those palm trees. I haven't seen one of those in a while. They don't have them.
There was a boat going by, right? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have some audio issues this entire time. I can guarantee you, but like I said, we'll try to make it work.
No worries. So
Can you guys
we're gonna, yeah, we
you guys can hear
absolutely.
me.
Yeah, so we're going to start off, first of all, with what exactly is a retreat? What's a trading retreat?
Oh, yeah. So great question to start off with. So it is. I mean, there's retreats all the time for everything. This one is for retreats. The nice thing about this retreat is we're getting like-minded people together that love the stock market. They live for the stock market. They know that the stock market has such a big value, such an ability to grow your wealth, grow your income, free up your time. So we all get together in a room. We discuss the market in general. We go over patterns that we look for. We go over strategies with each other. We go through different tools. We go through. We had a whole presentation on TrendSpider. We bring in presenters to go over some of the different mindset, because really trading is mostly mindset. Like a lot of it is mindset as far as how you approach the market. If you're pulling out too early, getting in trades, when you get in, why you get in, what you're thinking, what your emotion is. So a lot of it is through that too, which is a huge point that real life trading makes on the retreats that we do. So yeah, to be in a room with this many just crazy successful people and being able to just absorb the greatness from them is incredible.
That is awesome. Robert, have you been down at a retreat?
Yes, I went to the very first retreat in Nashville, aka Nash Vegas. I think we were actually right outside in, I think it was Franklin. It was really nice. It was like a log cabin. It was pretty cool. It was smaller because I was the very first one. And I met some awesome other traders there. Not only did I get to meet Jerremy for the first time, which was kind of surreal because I had talked with him so long, like over the phone, over the internet, all that stuff, but we had never actually met yet in person. So I got to meet him, Matt. I met Ron, so aka Not Yoda and Slack, Stephen King, Kristen, a lot of traders that I still consider very good friends and talk to this day, all from that very first retreat. So it's been impactful, not just on my trading career, but also on my life too. So it was
That's awesome.
Totally worth the time and money.
That is so cool.
I wish I went to that one. I
That's
wish I was
awesome.
there.
So what did you teach? Did you teach anything, Dan?
No. I'm here for just the greatness. I'm still on the mic, trading the market live. And that's the thing too. So it's funny because we'll meet prior to the market opening. We're all talking, hanging out. We're going over market setups and stuff. And then the bell rings, and the room just goes quiet. Like that morning, like at 9:30 a.m., the bell ding ding ding. The room goes silence. You just all the traders like, oh cool, I'm taking trades right now. Like, it's fun because again, how many times in life doing this do you really meet people that just, I mean, and they're all over the place. I get that, but like your common friends you grow up with, like everybody here they're interested in the same thing. You mentioned a Fibonacci. Everybody knows what it is. So yeah, it's fun to be in that room, and it's an incredible networking experience. I mean, there is literally people, like we have three of us on this podcast right now, and we all come from different walks of life. That's like 50, 60, 70 people all in the same room of that, just vast differences, and the networking that goes on to not only use for trading, but to grow as a person, as a human, for your business, for everything. It's amazing to be in touch with such a good group of people, enthusiastic and just loving it, loving trading, loving life.
We can certainly feel the energy that you've got right now. So it is just pumped
Oh
down
yeah,
there.
it's better than my normal depressed vibe when I'm doing the other ones. But it's the Miami life, so I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. This is awesome.
All right, so who you got with you? Who's down there with you right now?
Let's bring you some real life traders. We're gonna start with Kristen.
Kristen.
So what I got to do, just because we have to make a budget cut here and not get two mics, I'm gonna give her the headset so you guys could ask the questions to Kristen and see how her experience is with the retreat.
Awesome. All right. Sounds good. So Kristen Kitchell, she is one of our wonderful. Hey, Kristen.
I got a really great gang.
She's one of the people that you'll talk to regularly if you end up having to call in to Real Life Trading. So, yeah, Kristen, introduce yourself. Who are you?
Kristen Kitchell.
What do you do?
Well, I'm a chiropractor over 20 years, but with RLT, pretty solid now. Started back, maybe 5 years ago, back in the day.
Yeah. Is this your first retreat? Obviously not, because Robert met you in Nashville.
Falco. That was a good time. That was really good. I totally agree. Like, you do make these friendships and just connections, and you just stay in touch. And you know, they say that trading can be pretty lonely, and this pretty much takes care of that. So, and then
awesome.
There's so much in common. There's just so much in common, and it's a good time. And all these people like back here.
Yeah.
Those people back there, I'm trying to get this camera to do what I want it to do. Like, friendships forever. So it's pretty awesome. And then just trading advice and highs and lows and holding your hands. You don't have to do it alone.
Okay, so you've been to multiple retreats. Do you learn something new at each one?
100%.
100%.
Yep.
Have they accelerated
your learning? And I've been to other
as
companies once before, and this is just mind-blowing. It's so
Really?
much. It's so awesome. Absolutely.
Would you say that it's accelerated your growth as a trader?
Not just as a trader, but as a person. And then it's just, they just bounces back and forth. It just is just, how do you put it? They're one and the same. So as you become a better person around just different aspects of your life, it spills into your trading, and then you just become, okay, he's doing the moon dance behind me here. Full on distraction. I'm just calling him out. It makes you stick to your plan better. It makes you back trade more. I mean, the more friends you have around trading, the better trader you become. That's just, it's just that simple.
Cool.
Only cool people in RLT though.
I have a quick question for Kristen. Did you give all of the retreat folks there the custom blown glass like you did the first retreat? No, I still have mine right here.
That is it's actually that's
RLT
one has
2018.
that did not happen.
I'm like a bingo player. I have my little good luck charms over here.
I have not been doing glass work for almost 2 years now.
Oh.
Wow.
It was a 2-year stint. It was really hard on my body. It was not the little flame for those people. It was the 6-foot steel pole turning with the hot glass on the end. It was like the real stuff, and it was intense. So all those little things that I brought to that retreat, those are all gone. Those don't exist anymore. So yeah,
they're one of a kind.
Oh, and I can't tell you how heartwarming it is to hear. Yeah, it's heartwarming to when people go, I still have a piece of your glass. I'm like, what? That's such a cheesy piece of glass. It's just like a weird shaped ball.
Well, Kristen, I am so thrilled that you're having a blast. You look like you got a ton of energy right now, rejuvenated, ready to get back and slay the markets.
Cubano coffee.
Absolutely. Yep. Who else is down there with you?
Arabia. Who do you want me to
Arabia
grab?
Johnson?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Get her on the mic. Let's get Arabia. So for those of you that don't know who Arabia Johnson is, she is one of our futures Wonder Women. She's awesome. Hopefully she's got some expert advice here.
Hello.
How's it going, Arabia? Down live in Miami.
Good. How are you?
Excellent.
Well.
Yes.
Introduce yourself a little bit to our listeners.
Oh, cool. I'm Arabia. I'm like the resident futures trader at RLT. So I came into the company about 2 years ago and just kind of grounded my way up to the top where the cool kids are. I was just like, I need to get in with these guys. Anything it's gonna take. So that's about where I'm at now. I do a futures mentorship group on Wednesday nights.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And is this your first retreat, or have you been on multiple ones as well?
No, I went to one other one. I've been to Nashville, and that one was really cool.
Okay, so the same time Kristen was in 2018, is that correct? And I think we just lost her. Yep, we just lost their internet. Oh, there we go.
There they
They're
go.
back. They're back. All right.
Am I
so
back? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
back.
you
You're
bet.
good.
So
Okay,
you were in
cool.
Nashville you were in Nashville with Kristen and Robert, is that correct?
No, the trip before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
18, I think.
All right. So has it accelerated you as a trader?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because you're never gonna get like the amount of support, and it's not even so much the support and the lessons, but it's just like there's always that one little thing that someone says to you in passing while you're like having drinks or just hanging out, not in the actual retreat itself, but just in free time. And that kind of stuff just changes your life, because I mean, how many traders do you get to hang out with, right? It's very slim. It's a small group of people. And where I'm from, nobody does this. Like, nobody has any interest in doing this, and they all think that I'm like a degenerate gambler. So like, if you don't have anyone to talk to, then you're never gonna learn anything new, right? It's just those, what do they call them? Jeremy and Matt say it all the time: micro magical mental moments, and you get
Wow.
those all the time. It's like nonstop at the retreat.
That is so cool. That is so cool. What would you say is the best part, aside from what you just said? Like, is there anything in particular that you like the most?
Like about Miami or any retreat in general?
Any retreat in general.
Well, besides the network, besides meeting people that are, on your path and doing the things you're doing and having someone to aspire to, it would really just be, the freedom of getting out of the day-to-day rhythm. Like, yes, you're on a retreat and you're here to learn, but you're also on a sweet vacation, no matter where it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
for sure.
after last year, getting to go anywhere seems
Yes.
really cool.
100%.
Because not only is trading can be lonely, I mean, we all know what's happened in the world over the last year, and being around other people that speak your language, that know what, an ES contract is, because if one of your other friends asks you and you say,
Right.
oh, yeah, I'm trading ES, they're like, what the heck is she talking about?
That is such a great point, because, there's a lot of new traders that have just started and they're alone, stuck in their home. They can't go out to work. They
Right.
can't do anything. And they're isolated. And
Yes, that's a good
yeah.
word, because trading can be super isolating. I mean, we sit in a room and staring at our computers, right? Like, that's what we do for a living. So just getting to be around other people who also do that, and maybe make a great friend that you can hit up on Slack and not just be in it by yourself. It's just incredible. It really is.
Absolutely. 100%. Well, Arabia, thank you so much. It's been great talking to you. Robert, do you have any
Thank
other
you.
questions for Arabia, or?
What's your biggest takeaway from this retreat? I know there was a lot of really cool presentations.
Oh man, yesterday was chock full of inspiration. Honestly, the biggest takeaway is just like, keep getting up. Always keep getting up. Because I mean, when you're going through something, and everyone's going through something, everyone, it's simple. You get knocked down, you get back up, and you win in the end, because whoever stands up the fastest wins, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. Wow, that's awesome. Very insightful. Who
Fantastic.
else is there with you?
Oh my
else
gosh,
we got?
everyone. We've got Varian, we've got Emily, we've got the king of crypto over here, Joseph.
So who are you passing the mic off to?
King of crypto, 100%. Come on.
Oh,
All right,
there you go.
legendary.
Come here, buddy.
We've
Thank you
had
so much, you
stocks.
guys.
You bet, Arabia. Thank you. We've had stocks, futures, and now we get the crypto guy.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Let me
How's it-
adjust here. in beautiful Miami.
How's it going?
It's horrible. I'm having like the worst time of my life right now, and this wonderful weather. Like wearing shorts and t-shirts, it's just horrible. Absolutely horrible.
So introduce yourself for those people that don't know who you are.
Well, I am Joseph Legendary Musso, and as I was called out, I'm a little bit of a crypto expert.
Crypto expert. Now, is this your first retreat?
It is. It is my first retreat for real life trading. It's been a blast and a huge experience, and I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. And what's your biggest takeaway?
Focus on key specific aspects, and your net worth is your network, right? So who you network with, that becomes your net worth, and meeting all these wonderful people and learning all of their knowledge and their key takeaways and techniques on how to be a better trader, how to be a better human, and how to be just a better person. It's pretty awesome.
That is awesome. I want to repeat that again. Then your network is your net worth. Wow. That is some pretty inspirational words. Remember that, folks.
Yeah, that's powerful stuff. Well, I know crypto is hot right now, Joseph. So since we have you, what's your favorite crypto and when should we buy it?
So my favorite crypto is and always will be Big Dad Bitcoin. Like, it was the first of the first. I'll always be a fan of Bitcoin, but primarily I'm actually heavy in Ethereum. And I don't think Ethereum's done yet. I don't think Bitcoin is either, but I really do think that there's more growth potential in coins like Litecoin and Ethereum because they haven't hit their full potential yet. I think that Bitcoin is starting to slow down a little bit. It's channeling more, and it's dipping into the channels a little bit more. So we're probably going to go through a little resting period. But I don't see that with Ethereum or Litecoin yet. I see those two popping soon. And, now is the time to buy any crypto because you never know, right? Just buy small portions. Don't, take a HELOC on your house and buy the whole thing tomorrow. Slowly position yourself into it and dollar cost average into it. Say, okay, I've got $100 a month that I waste on coffee or some other means that you're not really doing too much with. Take that money and invest it in cryptocurrency. And then 10 years, give us a call and let us know how you became a millionaire from investing in cryptocurrencies.
Now, Joseph, we're going to have another episode at some point on crypto that's going to be strictly just crypto. But I do have a quick question. Your love for crypto, is it mostly from a utilitarian perspective, or is it from an investing perspective?
It's a philosophical perspective.
Okay.
I believe that the fiat way is dying and is dead already. And we're starting to really see this during the pandemic, right? We're seeing mass amounts of money being printed over and over again. We're seeing the tax dollars and everything else not being used the way they're supposed to. And we're seeing a change. We're seeing, everything becomes a little bit painful whenever there's a change, but good things come from that. And I see cryptocurrency being so integrated and ingrained with our lives that you won't even be able to tell a difference anymore. It will just be like how we are with the dollar now. Like if you go back in time when people were just using coins and they were using like silver dollars and gold.
Oh, I think we might be losing him. You see, folks,
Anyone can do that with paper.
There he is.
Oh, did you lose me?
Yeah, we lost you there.
There we go. Can you see me now? I got to make sure I'm in the hot spot. So I don't know all that you caught, but long story short, we are moving into an environment where fiat is no longer going to be the king and something needs to replace it. And cryptocurrency will do that. And we're going to see cryptocurrency for voting purposes. We're already seeing it in the art world for non-fungible tokens, which you guys have talked about previously in interviews and so forth and so on in real life trading. And we'll get more into that. But there's a huge philosophy. And when I'm not, in a beautiful view with boats passing me by, I can get really deep and ingrained into like the philosophy of crypto. But I don't think it's going anywhere. And I think that's our future. Long story short.
That's so awesome. Robert, do you have any questions for Joseph before we let him go?
No, I appreciate the insight. And as you mentioned, and again, it's not financial advice, everybody, but buy a little bit over time and you never know where it could go. And there's so many things that we spend our money on that are not assets. Investing in all types of assets, in my opinion, and sounds like Joseph's as well, is always a good idea to do some of that. And especially stepping out of our comfort zones And I agree. The money printer can only go burr for so long before there's some consequences.
And I heard that Real Life Trading actually has a cryptocurrency course that you guys can learn all this stuff from. I just heard
Yep.
that it's a
You heard it.
possibility. And so if
Little
you're
birdie
stuck
told you?
or troubled, if you're stuck or troubled, you might want to check that out too. Just got to slip that in there.
You bet. Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm going to go ahead and pass you guys over to Dan the Man.
You bet. Thank you,
and-
JL Musso.
Joseph Musso.
Joseph
All
Musso.
right, take care, guys.
Bye. Dan the Man. Look at that. See, you guys, if you're down in Miami, you'd be meeting all these people, hanging out with these types of people, and they'd just be lifting you up and giving you, you know, all sorts of insights and what have you. Just become a better trader, right? How's it going, Dan?
This
Who-
yeah. So we got somebody pretty new to trading, right? Brand new. So pretty new to trading and first time at a real life trading event. So absolutely brand new to trading, came down, made a commitment, showed up to the trading event. So this is Casey. So I'm going to introduce you guys. Probably she's my new best friend, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to pass you on over.
Hello, Casey. How are you?
Hey, Casey.
Hi, good. How are you?
It is so good to meet you.
Doing well.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Are you glad you went down to Miami?
Absolutely. So I am brand new. Kind of got connected to Jerremy through my business. So I own a travel agency and had a very hard year. And a mentor told me that if I wasn't trading in my business, I was missing out. And I was like, excuse me, what am I supposed to be doing? Where do I learn this thing? I have no idea what you're talking about. So I started taking the courses, had a call with Jerremy and he said, you know, if you're committed, you should come and learn everything you can. So here I am.
There you go. So it's a pretty big step for a new trader to join a community, let alone go to a retreat. What was I don't know, maybe the confirmation that it was the right thing for you to do?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, I mean, I took kind of the first few online courses. I've been listening to the podcast. So
Awesome.
in the afternoon trading room, just listening. I feel like if I just immersed my brain in it all, that it would start to make sense. But I realized that in order for me to kind of take the leap, and I own a business, I have an entrepreneurial spirit, but that I would need a little bit more help. And so I thought this would be a good way for me to maximize my time and just really condense what I could learn in a shorter amount of time. And it is different. You sit in a session and then you turn around and say, okay, Dan, show me this real quick. Kristen, I think I understand this. Am I doing this right? And then having, you know, accounts open and actually ready to start doing something. But I figured if I'm learning from scratch, I would like to learn it correctly. I'd like to, there's no reason for me to make mistakes other people have made. So, yeah. And it is a big commitment. I do travel a lot, so that makes it easier. But I also know the value of being with other people and kind of immersing yourself in a new idea.
Absolutely. Now, if you're just starting out thinking about going to a retreat, is there anything that you'd recommend getting done before you head down?
Yes, I would for sure recommend doing at least the beginner and intermediate courses. I think sitting in those afternoon trading rooms has been helpful. Kristen sat down with me. It's 2021. So obviously on Zoom beforehand and kind of helped me with setting up a trading view account and the basics of it. And then, you know, I took the time to set up my trading accounts, both for myself and for my business, because that's part of what I want to do is kind of utilize some of my business and protect us from volatility that we experienced in the past year. So at least being ready so that then you can build a plan and start taking action with it. But I didn't enter a single trade until I was here. And then I've started very small. After I came up with a plan and just one strategy, one idea. But it is easier to then be able to turn to the people after class and say, is this right? Am I doing it right?
That is so awesome.
Speeds up that process.
Yeah, for sure. Robert, do you have any questions?
Yeah. So Casey, obviously welcome to the community. Nice to meet you. Thanks for jumping on. I also had a question as a female new to trading. I know trading as a whole right now is like a little more of a male dominated profession, or for some hobby, and females actually do really, really well. But what was it that kind of pushed you through that? You don't seem like someone who is intimidated anyways, but what was something that helped push you through that to get started trading in an industry that you're surrounded by a lot of men?
Yeah, I think it definitely helped. The person who told me to come to Jerremy was Brittany Turner. So obviously having another woman say, another successful businesswoman say, you need to work with your business in this way that you're obviously not doing yet. That helped, which I think means that as women, we need to encourage each other. And yeah, I tend not to be intimidated, though I will say there are definitely times that options class we finished and I was like, yeah, I didn't get that. I'm going to need to revisit that in like 6 months. All of that went straight over my head. But I took notes and I got the recording. So when I'm ready to watch it, I will.
That's perfect. No,
but I do think there's
there's
some strengths that women have. I think we tend to be more methodical.
Mm-hmm.
In my business too, I like a plan, I like a strategy, I like to see where success is going to be and then work towards it. So I figured I could transition that to this direction too. I hope that's the plan. Dan said I'll be fine.
You will be fine, but I want to know what's next for you in trading.
I think I got to start, polish up my plan and then start executing it and keep in the afternoon classes and start with one strategy and then work from there.
Perfect. That is awesome. Well, is Dan still with you, or has he wandered off somewhere? Oh, there he is.
I thought I saw him swimming in that river back there.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I threw him in there. All right, thanks, y'all. It's nice to meet you.
Casey, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Best luck.
All right. What an incredible bunch of people, right? Is that crazy? Like, how awesome is all those people? It's unbelievable. And like, that's like a handful of, like, you should see the other ones that are even better. No, I'm just kidding. But no, everybody here is just like that, just multiplied out. It's like, it's just the various backgrounds, various like intensity when it comes to the market, just wanting to learn, wanting to grow as both financially and just as a human. Like, just why can't we be good people every now and then? These are the good people right behind me. Like, these are people well on the path, and I love it.
Cool. Now, we do have a question in the chat. Maybe I don't have the answer to this, but sure. Someone's asking whether or not the summit, like the retreat videos will be available for purchase later. Do you know?
That I'd have to find out. We did live stream the entire event. We do have copies. I believe that they very well could be and most likely available for anybody that would like to purchase, but I have to get the 100% on that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I would say most likely.
Fair enough. Awesome.
And if you have the opportunity, if you didn't get a chance to come here, I mean, definitely when that becomes available, get those videos. You're going to love just the information, the wealth of knowledge. And then on the next retreat, come on out.
Okay, when is the next retreat? Where is it and when is it?
The next retreat, I believe, is in July in Lake Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe, yeah. I will be.
Yeah, my boy Falco's going there.
For sure.
Lake
I love
Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe. It's gorgeous. Winter, summer, every season. It's fantastic. And it's pretty close to me. I live in Idaho, so I can easily drive there. So, yeah, I'll be there 100% in July.
Hopefully all our listeners will be there too. Wouldn't that be something, hey?
That would be amazing. Everyone's going to be there. For anybody, you'll be there.
A live podcast stream from there with all of our listeners behind us.
How do we not? To the beautiful Lake Tahoe. But that is right about time for the podcast, correct, team?
That's about time. Take us home.
I want to extend it like another 2 hours, but I got to get my tan on. So thank you, all you guys, for tuning in. Where's that like button? Hit that like button. Subscribe. Hit the notifications.
Right down below.
Fake out the algorithms. Subscribe. And then for any more information on real life trading, go to reallifetrading.com for all free education. Falco, thanks for joining us. Incredible, brother. Appreciate you being here. Tracy. Absolutely. Tracy, thank you for co-hosting. And yeah, we're going to enjoy the rest of the day in Miami. I'll see all you guys later.
Next week, join us as we talk about trading plans. All right. Cheers, everybody.
That's going to be a good one.
minutes.